Good morning, guys. Welcome to Morning Movement. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have had amazing Halloween this past weekend. Hope you're ready to just start a new month, new goals, and new energy. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll kind of stand at the top of our mat or towel or blanket or whatever you have, and we'll do some nice big deep breaths with the hands. We're going to keep the legs right under the hips, and we're pressing through all parts of that foot. So nice big inhale, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Strong legs. Really getting that oxygen into that heart center. Engaging through that core. And then on our next one, we'll take it all the way down to a forward fold. Awesome job. We'll kind of just chill here for a second, letting that energy come up through our legs as we feel that stretch. We're dropping the head and the neck, lightly pressing on the ground with our hands. And if you need like a block or a seat maybe, because going too far down is too much, that's totally fine. But we just want to at least try to get as low as we can. The knees have a slight bend, but we still want to feel that stretch in the back of the leg. So we're still breathing here. Just trying to get deeper into that stretch. And we'll do a nice generous bend in those legs and inhale all the way up nice and easy. And release the hands to the sides. Okay, so I'll turn so you can see me. So next we're kind of just going to loosen up our spine. So we're going to take the arms, shoulders are back and down, and they're just relaxed. And we're going to turn slightly, going back and forth, just letting our hands hit us in the thighs. It's really just releasing that shoulder socket, just letting the arms kind of get a little bit more circulation. Sometimes we're sitting at our desks all day, bent arms like this, so our circulation isn't going through. So we really want to shake up that blood flow. And we're not going super fast here. We're just letting our arms carry us into this twist. We're also getting a good twist in the spine and through the hips. We're still breathing. And we'll go ahead and slow this down. Nice and easy to a stop. And we'll shake those arms out. And then we'll come back in with our inhales and exhales going up and all the way down. So inhale all the way down to the ground. Feeling if you can get a little bit lower in that forward fold. Nice inhale to come up, flat back. And exhale to come all the way down. Perfect. And a nice generous bend coming all the way back up. And all the way back down, breathing, releasing that neck. And what we'll do here is we can walk the feet out right under the hips with distance apart. We don't want it too much narrower or farther than that. And what we'll do is we'll bring our hips down for our chair, trying to keep those knees stacked over those ankles, not going further than those toes. Slowly lifting in the upper body, bringing the hands up. We're here for a second, still press into all those toes. Really trying not to keep that back arch, but tucking that tailbone. Activating that posterior chain. We're here for one more second. Big inhale. And dive it back down. Awesome job. You should be getting nice and warm here. And we'll come up flat back. Inhale. Exhale, and all the way up. Awesome job. Can turn to the side here. We'll go ahead and straddle those legs standing, trying to drive those toes a little bit closer or pointing towards each other. And we'll just hinge at the hips, pushing the glutes back. Nice foundation, pulling up through the outside of those legs as well as the inside. And we'll just dangle here. you want, you have options. You can have your hands right under the crown, or you can walk them back to give you more of a stretch. We really just want to stay where we feel like we are not either leaning too forward or leaning too far back. We want to be pressed through that entire foot. And we want to feel that stretch along the back of our legs and the inner groin. And we'll go ahead and we'll walk it over to the left side. Still breathing here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just getting a little bit deeper into that stretch with every exhale. And slowly maintain that bend and walk it right over to the right foot. Awesome job. And then we'll come right back down. If you can, try to get that crown of that head to the ground. If not, it's okay. Go ahead and take your elbows. And if you are still a little bit higher than the ground, you can use those to add some weight to release that back. And we'll press into our hands onto the ground. Make sure that we have a good foundation. We want a nice long back. So we're inhaling our straight back here. Neck is long. Hands are back on the hips, and we're going to use our core to bring us up. Squeezing through our legs. Perfect. And from here, we'll do a slight back bend. So we'll just push through those hips, feeling a nice little stretch in the hip flexors here, keeping that chest nice and tall. Neck is long here. Breathing. Feeling the release with each exhale, but continuing to keep the contraction in the muscles. I know it sounds confusing, but keep practicing and you will get it, guys, because it feels great. And coming back up. Awesome job. We'll go ahead and bring the hands back down, and we'll just walk the feet in for our low squat, bringing the glutes down, and you just need to walk it out so that you feel comfortable in your hips. So you're not feeling a strain. We're going to sit up with our neck and our back nice and long, and just take those hands into prayer position and just use those elbows to slightly push those knees out, driving that spine towards the ceiling. We're here for a couple of seconds. So great position to open up those hips, release that energy that might be stagnant. And go ahead and bring one hand to the back, the other hand to the back, and place those glutes down on the ground. Awesome job. So we'll do a nice quad stretch here on the ground so we can kind of be passive. We'll bring that foot behind us. If you prefer to do this standing, if that's easier for you, that's totally fine. We want to just keep the knees nice and close together as much as we can. We don't want to feel any strain in the knee. If sitting up like this is fine for you, I have my other hand on the ground, and you're feeling the stretch here, perfect. If you need more, you can roll it on back and really just lean into that quad. Continuing to breathe. Just getting those muscles nice and ready to start your day. Make sure you're drinking water. It's actually pretty breezy outside, so definitely drink water to flush your system, get those toxins out. Come on up nice and easy if you're on your elbows, and we'll turn our hips down so that we can nice and gently bring that leg around. We don't need to jerk ourselves around. We are trying to wake the body up, not break the body up. That was a good one. So we'll switch legs. Like I said, you have your options. You can either be upright, sitting nice and tall on those glutes, or you can come down onto those elbows, keeping that chest tall, neck is still long. Breathing into that quad. Also getting a stretch in the top of that foot since it's pressed down. And we'll come on up nice and gentle. And we'll take it down to our backs. So what we'll do is we'll actually take our right arm out to a T shape, keeping those toes planted on the ground. Left arm is out as well. We will cross our arms over each other. So the right over the left. As far as we can, we're going to reach and stretch first before we put them down. So reach, reach, reach. Big inhale, and then exhale to release. So we'll just let our arms stretch themselves here, crossing over, getting a nice shoulder stretch. If you want to, you can plant the hands underneath the back and reaching for those shoulder blades so that you can get a little bit more of a deeper hug. And we really want to press into those shoulders down so we can feel that stretch. Opening up that back and the tops of those shoulders, even a little bit down the tricep. And you can put your feet to the edge of, or a little bit wider than hips, and just let those knees knock in together so you're not holding them up. One more deep breath here, and our hug. And we'll release those hands nice and wide, all the way out, feeling how they feel different a little bit. Twisting those wrists around in circles. Really stretching those arms from side to side. And we'll go again, this time left over right, really long reach. We'll pause here for a second, reach as far as we can, and now we'll bring those hands down. So remember, you can be under the shoulder blades or you can be out to the sides wherever you feel that stretch. Just continue to breathe here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Any sensations you feel, acknowledge them and breathe into them. And bringing those arms out again to the side, all the way up and all the way down, twisting those wrists once more. Really opening up through that chest. And we'll actually take our hands up overhead, palms facing each other, and we'll reach, 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 reach all the way as far as we can. Big breath. Still reach a little bit farther, and one more breath. Awesome job. Release those hands out to our goddess pose or goalpost arms. Yeah, goalpost. And we'll go ahead and windshield wiper the knees, getting a nice little twist on our lower back, keeping those shoulders pressed down. Those hands and those fingers are wide open. Might hear some cracking, as long as there's no pain. Good. Take those arms now, steady those legs, and we will just basically bring them down to the front, to palms facing on the ground. So depending on your range of motion, you might be dangling a little bit. That's totally fine. If it's uncomfortable, then stay here in your goddess arms. But we're really just trying to just let the natural twist, rotation of our shoulder just help us to just relax here. Breathing into that shoulder joint. It's a ball and socket joint. It's got all the ranges of motion. So we really want to focus on getting lubrication and flexibility in those joints so that we can have better functional use of our shoulders. And we don't cause injury. One more breath. And bring the arms up. Roll those wrists one more time. Make sure we go in both directions. I will do one last twist because you know I love those spinal twists. Bring the knees in to the chest. We'll drop them over to the left, gazing over our right shoulder. My palm is down on the ground. So get another good twist in that shoulder and that arm and that wrist. And we'll inhale them up and over to the other side. Palm down on that left hand, gazing over that left shoulder. And we'll bring those knees right back up. Nice little roll all the way up, all the way down for the spine. And on this last one, we'll sit it all the way up. And if you need more stretching, guys, go ahead and check out some of our other videos. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you later.